I think it's from an actress or producer from some of these Asaba movies, who was complaining about Africa Magic epic movies never getting a nomination at the AMVCAs.
Why would anybody say you want to compare even Adire, that people are saying, oh, it's not really all that. You want to compare Adire to an African Magic epic movie? Come off it. Another thing I saw online, comparing Tribe Called Judah to Breath of Haba. A Tribe Called Judah is for a certain audience.
Yes.
It's not for everybody. It's for a certain audience. But Breath of Life cuts across all strata.
Another thing with the AMVCAs that I've seen is the pro-Nigerian thing for AMVCAs.
Have they produced any content exclusive of Nigerians?
They fly Nigerians to Cameroon to be in their movies.
Hi everybody, welcome to Freaky Table. My name is Joan Ngomba, and today I have a fantastic set, all right? Starting with my very abandoned, okay, no, very
Abandoned? What did I do?
very talented, very talented, fine boy, sexy boy, intelligent boy, everything.
You're gonna make me cry.
Fashion.
Oh
This
my
guy
God.
cannot cry for Africa. He's not too married.
Hey, well, God forbid. I'm not little married. I'm very single, guys.
My dearest co-host par excellence,
Oh.
please clap your hands wherever you are, please. That's Charles Bond. They call him Bond. His name is Charles Bond. He's here with me.
Yes, I am always.
But we have a guest
Yes, we
in
do.
the studio,
Yes, we
and
do.
today it is a friend of mine. Yeah, very special lady. She is a journalist. In fact, let me break it down. An award-winning TV host, radio host, event compare par excellence. She's a fashionista and somebody who knows how to enjoy life. Yeah? And today she's here to talk about something very serious, but also something very light. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Miss Victory Wilson is in the building. Looking jolly, repping Africa.
Stunning.
That kind of intro.
Yeah, you've not even heard if Charles introduced.
I should be thinking, I'm on top of the world.
But you are at this point. Welcome.
You don't rest. You don't rest at all.
I rest. I try.
No, I cannot see it under your eyes. Like,
I can't even hide it. But you know, the thing is, we're young now. Now's the time that we have to work, so
Listen.
that when we're older, we'll rest, and our rest will be valid.
amen.
There's a rest
Amen.
now. When we're older, what were you doing?
With your youth.
Just walk the walk, so that it will be written that we walked the walk.
Exactly.
Talking about work, all right. Recently, we celebrated the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards in Lagos, Nigeria, and it was something for the whole world to watch.
It was.
In fact, that red carpet there, it was something. I mean, Fashion Bomb Daily described it as the designers and the girls ate and left no crumbs.
Crumbs,
Everybody
baby.
came in their A games.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing. There's been a lot of criticism bashing that award for the past 3 years, and that's some of the things that we are going to also talk about today. So, Charles,
Yes, ma'am.
victory. I know you're victorious, but this one, you need to slow down on the victory. There's a bit
No,
of
don't
failure
worry.
here.
Wow.
No, please, no failure at all. Please, we
So
are
the
unsuccessful.
African AMVCAs, as we call it,
Yeah.
the biggest, I think, is the
It is
biggest
the biggest in Africa, yes,
The
it is.
biggest is our Oscar.
This will be the
our
Amaz.
Flash.
But,
Okay.
but yeah, Amaz is now. I love you guys. You know, hey, God,
No,
I'm
but
made it no blacklist me for this industry.
But
Okay,
that's
something
the
has
truth
taken
now.
over.
It is the truth,
gone.
actually.
It's gone. Yeah.
So Amma has taken a back seat, and then
Actually, like 20 back seats. 20 seats back, rather.
Multi-choice came and did it right.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the strategy they came with, involving the audience,
Yeah.
the viewers,
Yes.
they made African Magic Viewers'
Viewers' choice.
Choice.
Which is
So
quite interesting.
Yeah. So I think they had a plan,
Yes.
and what they did this year to tweak everything was just part of the plan.
Exactly.
I think one of the things that also worked for them is the timing, because I remember Amaz used to say it's starting at 6 and then end up starting at 10.
Yes.
So when MVCAs came
When
and
it's
said
time is
when
time.
it's 8,
Yeah.
because they said red carpet from 5 to 7, and then
Yeah.
packing everybody in the hall, then start at 8 and
Yes.
end at 11. I was like, I will see how this African time.
I
is, but-
know it
Ah,
works.
but they started at 8 to I ended at 11. I was
Yes.
like, this
Because the
is
live
possible.
show. So
Yeah, they always
Really,
keep to
really
time. They
Yes,
always
they do.
keep. I think that's the only event we have in Lagos that's we know that they always keep.
that's the only event
That's
talking
the
about
only
what
event.
comes at
Are you sure it's-
on
Yeah,
time.
did you see when she was running?
Yeah, she was
When
literally
was
running on the
Because
red
I was
carpet.
on the red carpet,
Yeah.
and you can't be late.
You can't be
because
late.
It's a lifetime.
So I love that. I think
Yeah.
that's one of 2 major reasons why they just stood up. And then the quality of everything that we're putting out, my God, I'm like, that red carpet, they're long for this. It's so fabulous.
Yes.
Like if you're not cool on that red carpet, then I don't know where else. Maybe your bedroom that you're going to be cool.
That's like the Oscars for Africa. Like everybody
Africa.
looks forward to the fashion, the
Yeah.
awards.
It's our
the-
Oscars, it's our
cannot be like-
Grammys.
It's our Grammys, everything,
Yeah,
really.
the Oscar Met,
Everything.
like
Mhm.
combined, everything.
Mhm.
It's fabulous.
Everything.
It's fantastic.
It's
You
everything.
Nigerians, you guys can come.
It's
And when we have that
nice.
one, when we have that, I mean, abroad you have the Brits, you have the Oscars, you have the
BET,
Grammys, you have
you
BET,
have
you
everything.
have the Critic Award, you have
But we have
so many
just
awards. We have
one.
just one here, really. So I mean,
But
But
even
there was
naturally,
like- there was-
Nigerians like to show up.
yes, to be
True.
honest.
There was like a bridge of like a string of events. There was
Yeah.
a Bridgerton 3 thing that happened.
Yes.
Uh,
It wasn't for
Bridgerton
it wasn't
is
for
not our
everybody.
own
It was
now.
not our own.
Bridgerton is not
They
Nigerian.
took them to
It's not
Epic.
even.
But Nigeria
it's
took
not
over
really,
the place
it's
now.
Bridgerton
I mean,
African like that.
It's really not,
It's really not.
to be
It's
honest.
really not. Let's be honest.
The way
But
guys just shot the
It's more
I know.
English.
it's not our own. But even help them to add color to the
Ah.
As Nigerians.
as Nigerians.
Because imagine us
Did you
not
see
being
our
there.
outfit?
Imagine Nigerian actors
Did you
not
see
being.
Kiki?
Not for you.
Did you see Kuleremi? Did you see
Everybody came
the-
through.
And look
Everybody.
at our
Charles, when are you going
Bridgerton
to be
dresses.
invited now?
My dear, that's why I'm working hard
That woman has
now.
not sent you a letter yet. Like
If they make that mistake and say, Charles, you are invited, the internet will not hear word because it's content from the day. As I'm entering the airport, hey, if you collect
You're
to
in your house.
my sister, don't worry,
We
it's be
just think for
I know,
confidence.
it's be a
I want
whole
to
thing.
master.
Be a whole thing.
Anyway, he loves it. So we
Yeah.
all
I actually do.
we
I
just
actually
love it.
look forward to that for you.
Oh, thank you, my darling. It will happen.
Yeah, no,
I
sure,
believe it will
sure,
happen,
it will
definitely.
happen.
Amen.
Next year, I'm going to be
Anything.
nominated for the
He said it
AMVCAs.
on this
Yes,
show.
so,
Yes.
yes.
He said it
Now
on this show.
He said it
Yes.
on his page.
I've said it. I've been saying this since I started acting. I said I'm going to be nominated in the
I
extra
know there's
television.
power in our tongue.
Yes,
Yeah,
So
amen.
what we say,
I know it will happen.
we're saying it to the universe, and
Yep.
the universe will definitely bring it to pass.
It
So
will
I
happen.
believe it will
It
happen.
will happen. And I will text all of you guys. It happened.
Yeah,
No,
we
we haven't
will
for
be
you.
screaming.
That's for you.
We're
It will happen.
Anyway, so back to AMVCAs,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
AMVCAs, now this is what really we are going to talk about. Has it become a popularity contest or an award for excellence as it was, as we saw it in the beginning and not in the end? But well, anyway, so couple of things. We've highlighted some of the things that we love
Yeah.
about the AMVCAs. The fact that it stands out when it comes to quality, when it comes to show business. I mean, it's just the best as we've qualified it. But we definitely, they say something cannot be that good. Something cannot be that good. It's too good. It's like, it's too good for comfort. It's too good to be true. So there are some small things that have been going online, starting with one of the things. I think I saw a tweet, an ex that said, I think it's from an actress or producer from some of these Asaba movies, was complaining about Africa Magic epic movies never getting a nomination at the AMVCAs. And allegedly saying that, that's the tweet. We'll put it up. Don't worry, you see it on the screen. And she alleged that most of the films that have been nominated are perhaps films that go on international streaming sites like
True.
Netflix, Prime, and then perhaps Africa Magic Showmax, Showcase, and then there's Showmax movies. So Epic, which serves Africa,
The indigenous
because
languages.
yeah, like the indigenous Nigeria, which goes to the world. Especially us in Cameroon, we watch a lot of Epic. Our mothers, grandmothers, that's where they just sit
Yeah.
and spend their whole day.
Yeah.
So she's surprised that some of these actors are not considered as nominees for the AMVCAs. And what do you think about it?
Where there's progress, there will always be people that would want to draw us back. I don't understand. Huh? When you see the Grammys, Oscars, is it every kind of movie that they nominate?
So how are you describing
Okay.
Enugu movie?
Asaba movie.
Asaba movie.
So right now, we're trying to encourage excellence. We're trying to encourage professionalism. We're trying to encourage hard work. Some of these epic movies, I'm not trying to bash anybody's work, but some of them are just things that they don't even have proper storytelling. It's just somebody sitting there and say, let's just think of a story that says the king wanted to marry the queen and this, and they just put it together just to entertain people and just to have content on the station. But these movies are movies that there's so much investment that has gone into them. Money. Most of them are shot in really expensive sites. These actors, you can see the level of professionalism they bring on set. Look at the story. you know that it's not a story that somebody just slept and woke up and said, oh, we want to write this. It's a story that's been thought of. Some of them have been planned for years.
It's not what
Before they now, yes, it's not beans. It's not my money. You understand? They planned these stories for years. You wanted to do this set. I'm sure you thought about it for a very long time. Thought about putting a team together. If you just woke up and say, oh, I want to do a show, and you just bring it, it's going to be haphazard. Do you understand? But these movies, a lot have gone into them, and they deserve to be rewarded. Why would anybody say, you want to compare even Adire, that people are saying, oh, it's not really all that. You want to compare Adire to an African magic epic movie. Come off it.
Right.
Or you want to compare Breath of Life, a whole Breath of Life.
So
an African magic epic movie.
let me be straightforward here. Are you saying that African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards awards big budget movies?
I did not say just big budgets. No, I said movies that have a lot of professionalism put into it, a lot of hard work, and a lot of depth, investment as well. Okay, let's talk about in Hollywood now. What's the most anticipated Hollywood movie for action movie lovers right now? I think Bad Boys by Will Smith, because I am looking forward to it. Why am I looking forward to it? I've seen 1, I've seen 2, I've seen the money they put into it. I've seen it. Hey God, I've seen the cinematography. I have seen that this is not a one-man thing. They put a lot of people in this, and hence the result that we have. It's not just a baby movie. So we know that Bad Boy 3 is going to blow our minds. So you cannot now say Bad Boy 3, you now compare it to one ordinary Hollywood movie. Which ordinary Hollywood movie can I put?
You can't even know the name.
You can't even know the name because they don't even exist. Do you understand? So let's just be realistic and, take away sentiments. It's okay to feel bad, but we're moving forward. Let's encourage good work and, so that Nigeria can compete internationally. Nigeria can compete with other international movies rather, and,
on international.
Let it be that we're doing something good. Let's have something to be proud of. Why would you say we should nominate epic? What's that?
Indigenous movies have won awards at the AMVCAs before.
From Asaba.
I don't know where it's from, but I know that indigenous movies.
No, indigenous movies. We have Jagu Jagu now. Jagu Jagu is an indigenous movie.
Yes,
but this person is saying that it's on Netflix.
But do you guys hear what she's saying? I understand. Everything you said is correct, right? But she's saying that if African Magic Epic Films, aka that those films are feeding Africa, like the continent of Africa, how come the award that awards or rewards talent that does this work for the entire continent?
What are you feeding Africa with mediocrity?
Let them create another.
We can do Asaba Awards.
We can do African Magic Epic Awards. Then we'll just know that we're nominating all epic movies. You can't mix
tell mediocrity to the
together.
world.
No.
Come on, no, we can't do that.
Don't you want to have something that you'll be proud of?
Yeah, I'm proud of.
Yeah.
There are musicians that will never win the Headies. Doesn't mean they don't make music.
Yeah.
They make music, but it's not of that standard. And the award, I feel like the award committee or the award, guys, they have
the jury.
The jury, they have the criteria for selection.
The criteria is clear. The criteria.
It's actually clear from the award from the movies that win awards. You can tell what the criteria is.
Yeah.
So go and do your homework. You want your epic film to win award, go and do the homework involved.
And for her to even make this observation, so she can start it all.
Yeah,
when there's a story. Because Breath of Life, let me tell you, there's African Magic Epic movie that has the same story with Breath of Life. Right. So we've seen many of it.
Actually.
And they say the man has tried to die, but God did not let him die. He has to live his life.
It's just
the way the thought process goes. It's just the way the storytelling goes. It's just the way that thought is brought to life.
Right.
It's different. Breath of Life is Hollywood standard.
It is actually.
Do you understand?
It is Hollywood.
That's a lot of work.
You can see the work. It's palpable.
You can see the work.
Right.
It's right there in front of you. You can tell that these guys put their heart and soul.
You can see the emotions. They're not just playing. They're not just reading lines.
It reminds me of at the award ceremony, right? They had called, and by the way, every single nomination that film got, it won, right?
Yes.
And they had I think that was right after Chimezi had gotten Trailblazer for the movie, and then it was time for best movie. And there's a lady sitting beside me, and she was like, and she wants Over the Bridge to. I'm like, are you?
Who is Over the Bridge?
I said, but you have seen the way it's been going. It's obvious that Breath of Life will win.
If Breath of Life does not
And-
win, I did not win rather.
She was like, no, it's not like that. Girl, you don't know anything.
Some people were saying
And then
there's another movie. I don't mean so. See, I love Funke with all my heart, my soul, my
Yeah, of
body.
course.
But you now, because another thing I saw online, comparing Tribe Called
Yeah,
Judah
Tribe,
to
yeah.
Breath of Haba. A Tribe Called Judah is for a certain audience.
Yes.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for a certain audience. It's for the family, a typical Nigerian, Cameroon, not even Ghanaian family, because not all Ghanaians would like to speak pidgin like that. Cameroon, Nigeria, it's for a set of people. But Breath of Life cuts across all strata. Children can watch it, adults can watch it, Nigerians, non-Nigerians, and you will still understand the message being passed.
Yeah.
A Tribe Called Judah even sits on one table. Comedy content. Yeah, there's comic relief there. There is what else is there? There's this family thing there.
Drama.
Yeah, there's
It's just
drama.
drama.
It's just drama. But Breath of Life, it has a mixture of everything. The story, the depth of that story, the depth of the acting.
The acting, yeah.
No.
Come on.
And it's something that we can sell anywhere. It's very sellable.
And we'll
There's
make
a
Nigeria
limit.
proud.
Yes, there's a limit
be
to.
proud.
Yeah,
There's a
that
limit
part.
to.
Yeah.
Yes, A Tribe Called Judah did very well, but there's a limit to how far that movie can go. Let's be honest. Let's call
And
it
to forget,
spade
man,
a spade.
actually, I love her to be.
I love her. To,
There is no,
hey,
she's a hard
there's
worker.
nothing-
There is no cutting corners around it. But the truth is, if that category
Yeah,
was left as viewer's choice,
it
she
should have,
would
should
have
have won. Yes,
Right.
should have won.
but the minute it was reverted and said, you know what, there's a jury in charge of, best actor, best supporting. That was
that's
when
looking
I
at the
knew-
technicalities,
Yeah.
the technicalities that
gonna
went
happen.
into the
Right.
movie. Yeah.
I think somebody even allegedly, anyway, that was Instablog Nigeria trying to create some shade. Like Toyin
Oh, that she was
Ibrahim,
happy that
like she was happy that she started winning.
people should leave these two
I was just
women
like,
alone.
I don't know about that.
She's
The
happy
one-
that what?
That Funke did not win.
allegedly, this you know,
Because
Insta
there
now.
was a clip where she was hailing Kehinde Bankole.
Yeah,
You
like,
know, say,
oh.
hey,
Yes,
winner,
okay, that video.
winner of the year. So people were now
saying that
Well,
it's
that's
like,
what to start off drama.
the woman even innocently posted that it's
Exactly.
we humans that caused the rift between she
People,
and
yes,
the
actually,
Funke.
I'm sorry,
It's
actually.
humans.
okay,
And,
one
and this our industry is too much.
It's a lot.
You see, no, it's not like there's any beef, but it's people.
the
It's
fans.
people. Even as I am, I think that nobody knows me. Just because somebody was commenting on my post before, all of a sudden you don't see the person's comment. The next thing, people are in my DM.
What
Ma'am
happened between
Victory,
you?
what
and-
happened between
yes,
you? And like,
yes.
did they tell you that?
It happened
there's
to me
anything
before.
Between me and this
Yeah.
person before. Why
Yeah.
would you? What happened between you? Do you know that I have a life? Do you know that this person
It's
also
so
has
busy.
a life?
Like, why are
They
you
don't
bothered?
fans- do
know
fans
that?
care? Like,
They
they
are-
don't care. They don't. They don't
They
care.
care. They like problems.
They want the public drama.
They like drama.
Come out and fight.
All right,
and
another,
be
another,
amazed.
another thing with the AMVCs that I've seen, and I was talking with Charles the other time as well as Jide, and it's the pro-Nigerian thing for AMVCs. It's like they are so pro-Nigerian that they forget that Africa is part of the name of the award. That they kind of, not that they neglect, I will not say neglect, maybe I just want to get your take on that. Like if you're using Africa as like a name of an award show, and most of the winners of your award are Nigerian, then it's like, what about the other parts of Africa? Is it that you don't consider their films, or they are not making good films enough? What do you think about that?
Well, you said, as you are saying it, you've answered it.
You said, ask me, Victory, please. You said, Pastor.
You said the way you're saying it, that you've answered it.
How many films has Ghana make?
Charles,
Okay,
No,
maybe.
but she's
Or Zimbabwe or
talking
Guinea.
and-
Sorry, talk. Let me get point.
People are
you
even
don't know what she has watched. You don't know what she has watched.
Tell me,
She has
no,
watched
tell me.
a
things.
bit
She
of.
has
I
watched a
have
lot
some
of
favorites
things.
in some other. I have. Should I mention him? I
Yes.
can't see me. And maybe that's the only person I even like watching. We have in Ghana. We have amazing actors, right? That feed our African magic epic eyes. You know, they give us those kind of movies, those Ghanaian movies. I think they had Gollywood
I
one
don't know
time.
what it's called.
I don't know if they still have.
Maybe have a
Gollywood.
channel called Aquaba or something.
Yes,
Aquaba.
on.
No, Gollywood, like, there's Nollywood.
Yeah,
I think there's Gollywood.
Gollywood.
I'm sure there's Galileo, but they themselves know. They know. Ask them.
They come here to work now.
They
They
know
know.
They come here to
We
work. Justin Dumas is
we
literally
have the
living in
likes
Nigeria.
of Juliet Ibrahim here.
Justin Dumas is literally living in Nigeria.
Juliet Ibrahim is literally living
She's
here.
producing
She's
here.
producing here because this is where it is. When it comes to entertainment, don't worry, just leave it for us.
Leave it for Nigerians.
Leave it for Nigerians.
If you're going by that, then why include Africa in it? Just say Nigerian viewers
See,
first.
if you have the movie that can stand those movies on that nomination list, bring it. It's very easy. Because everybody submitted now. It's not like African Magic went to. No, people made submissions. For instance, people were like, Kehinde Bankole won Best Actress of the Year, but they're not in support of Adire movie. They feel like there were better submissions that would have been made. That's why that people submitted, right? So let them submit their own. Now it's very simple. Submit. If you submit, if it's good, you think.
Because I went for the premiere for Formula Ramsong, Basam Kuti, the movie by Austin Peters.
Yeah.
And I saw Kehinde's performance in because that movie too was.
Yes, was nominated.
And he won for writing.
See, Kehinde
is I feel like she was one best actor for that
against Adire. But if you look at it, Adire has a mixture of so many emotions.
Yes.
Formula and some Kuti is straightforward. We already know her character.
Right.
Adire, Kehinde was sometimes straight.
Sometimes I hear you.
Playful. Sometimes she embodied everything.
Yeah, I hear you.
Effortlessly. That was why nobody else could match up.
So I think that what African countries should do is produce your films independent of Nigeria. And by independent, I mean nobody in your crew should be Nigerian. Not your camera, not your sound, not your editor, not your sound design, nobody. And then bring the film. Then we will bring our own film. And then do your PR right.
Yeah.
Because it's part of it.
No, but do you know
and
why
make sure your actors get it though.
Yeah,
do you know why that is difficult? It's a bit difficult. It's
Why?
because at the end of the day, it's not just an award that you want to win. You also want to sell the film.
Now you've accepted.
Now you're accepting defeat too.
Hold on, so I'm just trying to say that your suggestion might,
Then now you know why.
Now you know
why now. Okay, I'm calm.
Calm down. So I think that because you see, nobody's in any denial that Nigeria has the market for anything. So even the streaming lines, the streaming platforms which are coming to Africa, they know Nigeria is Nigeria and South Africa will be like the top for market for their product. So wherever they get things from Africa, that's the market.
Yes,
if Nigeria doesn't like it, South Africa doesn't like it, then so if I thought your suggestion is like, oh, small Cameroon or Ghana is already part of Nigeria anyway. So
wow.
Can you imagine? But those I don't think so. I don't think
I think South Africa makes amazing.
Incredible. Incredible. Their cinematography is out of the world.
I feel like they can stand us.
No, they stand.
But it's just that they're so there's something I wanted to say. This English has come out of my head.
Explain the word. They don't collaborate or like that.
It's about their language. I wanted to say they're so South African centric. Let me just coin this word because I've forgotten the word I wanted to say.
Yes, I hear you.
So they're so centered on it must be their language.
Or they must include their language.
They must put their language. I feel like
when Nigerians put Yoruba, Igbo,
Breath of
Life.
Life.
There was no
are you and this Breath of Life?
Because because it won the best movie of the year. So we have to make reference.
I'm just saying that the criticisms that are going towards AMVCA is not just about this edition. It's like like maybe past year, at least the 10th edition, right?
I think this edition is the best so far.
Yeah, I agree.
This time around, they came out and said, no, we are rewarding excellence. We're rewarding technical know-how. We're rewarding great work,
but
and over favoritism and.
Well, South African countries got nomination. I think a Ghanaian won for a documentary. There was a Kenyan. Zambia, exactly.
Zambians are good with documentary.
The man said something funny. He said, "I'm from a country that makes the best movies, and everybody in it."
They make the best documentaries. No, let's not lie.
No, best movie, Zambia. That's what he said. Everybody in the hall started laughing.
Docu-movies.
But the issue of inclusivity, this is a word, inclusivity. I just want, I understand everybody, right? The plies of the smaller countries, the the pride of the bigger country.
Of course, say it.
You know. So I get the both sides, but just how this kind of organizations, I just want to feel like at least there should be some kind of balance. It's not like really one person is just really outweighing every other person.
No, I feel like
how do they get everybody like? Of course, Nigeria and South Africa always be like here. You understand? But how do you lift these other people to somewhere? Maybe
it's for them to do the work.
They are doing work. It's not like
no,
we cannot
like,
just say they are not doing
let them
anything. I think
keep
they are
working.
doing.
I feel Nigerians did not just get here in one day. We produce trash movies now.
No, but
We
we
produce
just
movies
at the time.
that even the actors themselves post these days and they're like, oh my God, did we really do this?
Yeah.
Because we came from somewhere. Nothing big starts like that. Everything big starts little.
True.
So it's not like we're trying to bash other countries. No. This is just like a pedestal for them to like ride on. Oh, this is what has been done. Let's just work on it.
Plus, let's be honest, right? This is him speaking honestly.
Oh my God!
It
When
is-
John started lowering his voice today, I'm just like, oh God.
Oh wow! It's an African award that is hosted in Nigeria,
Facts.
that is planned by Nigerians. Now the CEO, or not, I won't say CEO, head of content for MultiChoice is a Nigerian woman.
Yeah.
There are certain things that when you see, you would maybe understand or give an excuse for. That's not an excuse, though, by the way. But I'm saying these are things that are part of the issue. Do you understand? When I don't know how many percent of other African countries make up the team, because if you're doing an award for Africa, you need Cameroonian people behind the
Just
scenes
like
as
the
well.
Grammys added some Nigerians.
Because that's what I wanted to say. Because like,
Yeah.
you know, there was a time when I was working here. There was a time that Nigerians rose up and say Oscars, Grammy, even the black people in the America were like, oh, Oscars so white.
Yeah.
So a lot of we are here. Oh, hello, we are doing things, and so African nations were like. Grammy, is it for Americans or for the rest of the world? If you're saying it's the biggest award
that's
for
where
musicians
inclusivity
around
comes
the
in.
world. So other African nations will be like, African Magic should be an award for Africans.
Yes.
But it seems as if it is just like, just the category.
And let's be honest, are they dishing out those kind of content?
I didn't even push it.
We have other channels on African Magic.
Yes,
now.
no. I watch Akaba sometimes. I'm like,
Okay, you just said something there. And one of the biggest omissions on African Magic would be Central African content.
Okay.
The French content is not on Africa. Like
At
African
all?
Magic doesn't have. No,
At
it doesn't.
all?
They have Aquaba. They have
it's French. It's French African.
French before now.
No, wait
It's
now.
Central Africa now.
I know. I understand what you
Central
mean.
Africa now.
We were French language.
You listen to all of these guys. I didn't know French
The
Africa.
French language in itself. It's not
You
African.
just want to shade. Just like
It's
this
the
morning. You
truth.
just woke up like this, just to be shading.
Monsters that gave us French.
But then English is something
English is
everybody
also,
can.
yeah.
It's
Universal language.
yes. French is not universal.
It's
So
just
So I think they should take that child's advice, go and produce their own content and do it well, and then come and fight and say we need a seat at the table.
and you know what?
But that's what they've been that's the door they've been knocking for the past see. Let me tell you.
Have they produced any
Hold
content
on. I will tell you, like
exclusive
Charles,
of
Nigeria.
Nigeria?
I had a conversation.
Cameroonians
I've answered
fly
your question
Nigerians.
I'll answer your
Have they
question.
produced any content exclusive of Nigeria?
answered the
They
question.
fly Nigerians to Cameroon to be in their movies. Nancy has been to Cameroon like 20 times to shoot movies for you guys.
Twice.
I'm just trying to be extra. But like, I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Twice.
So like,
Twice.
okay.
I've given you a good reason for that now.
Yeah, I do.
Besides
And it's a good
being
reason.
award,
And it's a good
you have
reason,
to
yes.
make money.
Marketability,
So
yes.
to make money, the streaming, I told you
Yes.
last time, I said Netflix would not put any other African nations, perhaps like the A-list, you
Yeah.
have an actor or director or whatever from the
A-list
A-list
countries,
nations.
yes.
So you have to make money too at some point.
I think they also need to start celebrating themselves as well. Just
No,
like
they
we
do,
have
they
African
do.
Magic and Viewers Choice Award. Let them do something for
No,
themselves.
the
you
countries,
know?
I'm sure they have
And,
their own.
you know,
their
because
own
even they themselves are
awards.
not part. No, they are not really proud of themselves. I've been to some of these African countries, and you see some young girls coming to you that no, please, we want to go to Lagos. I'm like, why? There's no acting doesn't make wave here. We want to Lagos. It makes wave. I'm like, who told you? Don't go and enter wrong because of this. So that's because they are not even appreciating
Maybe
themselves.
it's because
enough.
because of their
They
media
appreciate
systems
other
and stuff like
areas.
that.
You know,
Because,
Ghanaian-
Nigerian media is loud. It's very loud.
They should make
You know,
loud.
louder than Nigeria. Guy,
No, not louder than
you
Nigeria,
cannot
but
now.
you can start. No, you can't.
You cannot stand Nigerian beat. You
I'm
cannot.
not saying you should try to
struggle from now to
compete.
next.
If you're
10 years.
competing, that's the
I'm not saying
problem.
you compete, then you will not
They don't
get it.
compete.
There's Kenya. Wait,
It's
No, you're not
Africa.
getting- if you
Don't forget this.
compete-
It's
if you compete,
Africa.
you will not get it.
African magic is Africa, right?
Let me give you
And
an
we see
example.
how it's gonna be.
When
I advise you, if
when-
you compete, you will not get
when
it.
Africa-
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that you
Just
cannot
start,
compete.
just start without competing.
Let me give you an
Don't think
example.
about competing.
when,
Just start.
when Africa was championing and saying, listen, Nigerians are doing great work in here, or Africans are doing great work in Africa in terms of movies, put us on the Oscars, the Grammys, all of that great stuff, right? I mean, first of all, kudos to the likes of Omotala Jalede,
Yeah.
Moa Abudu. These are the women who are on the Academy Clinical
Yes, so
jury, right?
helping us.
Moa Abudu as well is in the Emmys jury, right?
Facts.
When you look at the people who are championing for Africa internationally, it's still Nigerians,
Yeah, Nigerians are
right?
everywhere.
And that's beautiful.
Because they're pushing themselves.
Yes. So why can't a Ghanaian?
See, I'm not even giving you
Push.
suggestion now. You're saying no, we can't. You're already accepting we can't.
A
But
Ghanaian
that's
can
not
be the
Nigerians
one
will
there.
do.
Thinking,
Nigerians will tell you they can't.
we will
they
push to
can't.
the end.
Mm.
It's just that dog gets spirit.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're not sure that you will get it half
But
the time.
we'll still push.
But then the minute that Nigerians see that, this person has gotten it, then we
when
bloom,
there's
we
a window,
amplify
they'll
it.
try to make sure that it goes bigger till they
That's
become
it.
they do.
That's it. I can assure you that if a Cameroonian, right, is nominated for the Grammys tomorrow,
Mhm.
Nigerians will blow that Cameroonian's trumpet.
Mhm.
That's if Burna Boy didn't nominate her. I'm just saying, any of the big wigs.
You just said that. You just.
You know
said,
what?
it's
Let's
not
even
the
leave the
Banky
Grammys.
Banky W slammed the Cameroonian who won Burna Boy and Fino in a category for
what? Afrima?
No, Mama.
You
for
just
the
said it that
everybody
Burna Boy
winning
was there.
music video.
Wait, you just said it
Still
that
the
Burna
names they're
Boy
calling
was
with
there.
Cameroonian. And that's what I just told you. I'm being honest with you.
MTV African music video.
The mamas now.
Yeah,
But I'm being honest with you. You called Burna Boy.
So do you expect Banky to leave Burna and support?
Or do you
We're not saying
Burna?
support. We're not saying that support him, but he lost already.
It's
so
not- it's
when
not
they
something
announced the
about
winner,
Nigeria.
you lost. So just support the winner.
No. It is a Nigerian thing.
We'll support our own.
What I'm trying
doesn't
to
mean that the person already lost. What
It
do you want
does
to
not
do?
mean-
It does not
Ben
see.
Banky apologize. So
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, okay, let's forget the Oscars or even the Grammys. Let's see something like the Emmys, right?
Right.
For example, a Cameroonian actor, for example, is nominated as for whatever category of whatever
yeah.
thing in the Emmys, and there's no Nigeria there.
We'll
I
support
can tell you for free that if we are aware, you won't believe the support that you will get. It's just how we are.
Mm-hmm.
Once we see that Africa don't get lights, if it did not be Nigeria, if I want to have been hearing this, I will start giving the person Nigerian names.
Yes, now.
It's just- That's what it is. So as long as you're not in competition with us, it's okay.
It's not even that. Don't even try to compete.
Don't try. Because if you fail, hopefully.
No,
But to be realistic.
This one.
Okay, let's take it personally now. You admire something about somebody that's doing the same thing that you do.
Mm.
The best, and you want to get to that same level.
Mm.
Is competition the best way to go?
No.
No, now you
Collaborate.
try to- even if you don't even want to collaborate,
Right.
you would try and look for something that you like in that person and try and see how you can infuse it to your own personality
Right.
and try to push yourself, right?
Mhm.
But if you try to compete, you failed already before you start.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we are
That's what we're saying.
This one is saying, just be saying your own thing.
Allah.
This one is saying something else. It's somewhere else.
Don't just try to compete. Just try to appreciate your own and make more noise about what you do in your own country, so that your people will appreciate you enough to be proud of you.
I like the fact when we're talking about inclusivity, you mentioned something like at least the board should have that inclusivity. Then
Yes.
it now broadens because if you have just Nigerians, then it kind of limits the.
But for you to be on the board, you also need to. I said something. Create your own movie exclusive of Nigerians. Have something that.
We're going back again to the same
No, it's
point.
the
I'm
same
saying
thing.
it's also important.
No, it's the same
Because for you to be
thing.
invited to be
For
on
you
the
to be
board,
on the
you must be
board,
doing
means
work.
that you've done
You
the
must be doing work, yes. You
You
must be doing
cannot
work.
say because we want a Cameroonian on the board, just
Yeah.
to bring any Tom,
Anybody,
Dick, or Harry.
of
You
course not.
understand? So you you have to do the work. You
But
must have done the
anyway,
work.
I'll speak for my own. I don't really know about other like smaller nations, but I think that Cameroon is really trying.
Yes,
this time. I
Cameroon
think the
is
push.
trying.
We're actually seeing the effort
Yeah.
that they are making. And some of our actors and actresses come here to Nigeria, train
Yes.
with some of the workshops that they have.
Yes.
Makeup, when it comes to makeup as well, they are here
Yeah.
learning from other Nigerian, the pros.
Yeah.
in the game.
Yes.
So I think that at least for me, that I know, for my
Mm.
country, we are trying. I don't know about.
I think that
other
even
nations are trying.
I think that even you, from what like from my research
I'm
on
even
you, and
here.
everything, I think that you should.
It's really short in Nigeria at the moment.
I mean,
so-
there's that, but I feel like you
And
can
you
even
came
be
all
on the
way
board.
from Cameroon.
I think you should push to be on the board. I feel like if you send in a letter detailing certain things, see, it's just who is going to do it.
yeah.
Everybody feel but nobody. You that you're talking, you feel like just do it. Like detail. Some certain things that I can tell you for free that people on that board don't even know that you would highlight in your letter. You might not even be on the board, but they might even invite you for a
Right.
conversation, and you might end up being like, what's that thing called now? When someone who was outside,
Advisor.
no, like forgotten the word.
Unofficial member of the board.
Something like
Yeah,
that,
unofficial member of the board.
and then you give like advice
Advice.
and things like that. They may be great actors, great writers, great that we don't even know
Yeah.
who are doing amazing work, who have not even become Nigerian.
Mhm.
Do you know that we don't? Yeah, and then you highlight these things, and before you know it, you
Someone
put
like
them
you
on
that
the map.
that's even
Yes.
investing. You're even doing that investment. Coming
Yeah, all the way from
Cameroon to come. I mean, I think you.
somebody must
People,
make the
if
move.
people in your country have the same energy that you have.
Not for
I've
you.
gone
Yeah,
far.
maybe.
Gone
What
far.
can I say?
Come
Just
together.
this year, even
I feel like you guys
like,
invest more in music.
no, not really. You have like I think
Yeah.
a bunch of about what 10 fashion designers came for Vicky James.
Yeah.
Her
Her
registered.
masterclass.
It was a huge sum of money. They paid
Yeah.
their flight, everything. Came here for her
Masterclass.
class or master class.
Yeah.
I think there's some effort, because I mean she does incredible work.
Yes, she
So
does.
you have that. That's what I'm saying. That for my own country, I see the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other.
I mean, we're
that-
just brothers and
you know,
sisters.
yeah,
and
it's just
stuff
one
with
house.
each other.
Literally.
So I can see the effort. As you say, first way no road, follow am.
Yeah, follow
So
no
no.
road.
Follow no road.
And then what you need to
But
learn.
those are some of the. It's just the matter of inclusivity for AMVCAs that I really I want more. I want to see that because it's not as if I'm tired of seeing Nigerian films or tired of seeing Nigerian actors. Of course, you guys bring the heat when it comes
Thank you.
to
Thank you for
release.
acknowledging.
Yeah, well, if you're not, then you're a hater. So, but sometimes imagine that you're sitting at home on the red carpet, you see somebody from I don't know which country is that. I don't know, maybe Central African Republic or something. It's a country you will not expect them to be there.
Yeah.
But somebody pops up from there, you will be like, okay,
Mm.
okay, something is happening. It also opens the door for the rest of African eyes to be like,
Yeah.
oh, what's happening in Central
Yeah.
Africa?
Yeah.
You understand? Because of this kind of platforms.
Yeah. Victory, is there anything that you feel is missing? That you think that, if this thing can be added, it should zhuzh up the award in itself? Anything at all? That maybe you've noticed or whatever. Maybe it was being done but then stopped or whatever.
Well, the only thing I noticed that I've always wished for was this thing that they did this year.
The jury thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Making sure that those important categories were taken away from the hands of viewers. Because
You don't really know.
let me know, like, okay, let me not say it. Because if I
Don't
say
say
now,
it,
you
don't
put
say
it.
it.
I'm not saying it. But most times, most people don't follow the AMVCAs and just follow the red carpet for just the glam.
Yes.
Because they believe that there must have been some ojoro done.
Yeah.
When we say ojoro,
Cheats, like
cheats, bribery and all. But this year, they proved those kind of people that have that mindset wrong. And I think that was the only thing I have personally against AMVCA. Secondly, I'm talking about these people that have been saying that they don't appreciate African Magic epic movies and all. I think what they should say. I was excited to see that a movie from Multi Choice Talent Factory was nominated and won. That means they're giving platforms to up and coming actors, which is what we need in our world today. Because we get to see the same faces recycled again. That's why everybody's celebrating Kenny Bankole, because it looks like nobody has been seeing her. We see the same faces every time. We want to see new faces. We want to see faces like Charles. We want to see
This
there are
face
people that
is
can act.
Yeah.
But they're not giving that opportunity to showcase what they have in them. And I was excited to see that movie from Multi-Choice Talent Factory win. So I think we should have, if we have like 2 categories in the AMVCAs, that's fine, not just one.
Yeah.
So there's not like they are killing themselves to get it. Maybe 2 categories will be fine. And not just Multi-Choice Talent Factory. Let's now look outside to short films that did not make it to Netflix. Because most of these hidden gems are in short films. I've seen some amazing short films, and they can't make a feature film because of the budget. But these short films are really amazing. Tell amazing stories with amazing actors. So I think that the MVCAs should actually look out for these short films, appreciate new talents, give them a stage to shine, because we actually need to support new talents. We're tired of seeing the same old face. They're getting old. We need young blood, fresh blood.
For me, the thing that I would appreciate, honestly, is, and this is not because of anything, I feel like it would just give all the nominees some sort of solace, as well as make those who were nominees who understand the metrics, right? So I'm a big lover of the People's Choice Awards, and I know that at some point on the website, you see the poll. And you can literally tell per percent
who is winning and who is losing.
Do you understand? I feel like that transparency in itself would help. And even if you didn't win, you know that I was close. People appreciated my work, And then if you were bottom of the chart, it's what it was. Do you understand?
But sometimes
I would like to see that.
But sometimes. But they already remove that from us now. There's no more. Those important categories are not in the hands of you.
But even the ones that are in our hands.
For the ones that are
in our hands.
But don't you think that thing will cause some controversy?
No. I mean, for everything.
People are saying the last time I checked, it was this thing that was.
That means
the last time that you didn't check.
You didn't check. It's gone up now.
I think they are trying to avoid.
I feel that
there's still a bit of favoritism somewhere.
In that. In the poll.
Without
without that.
Without
I feel like that will just make it very open. That I can what's that word? I can swipe and I can see the change, and I would like to see that. Because that's why I voted on People's Choice Award for E, to be honest. Because it's very transparent. You can see. And you can decide as a nominee, I'm not going. Thank you for nominating me, but I'm not gonna waste my time because
You're now scared that nobody will vote for me.
No, but you are seeing it with your eye. Do you understand? So you say, I'm number 5 nominees, I'm number 4. What's the point? I love you guys, I'll tweet or something, I'm not going. Right? But if you still want to go, you can still carry yourself.
So,
you can go for networking.
But then I understand, but then for some...
It's good that they're not putting it over.
No, but for some awards...
Many people will not show up.
But for some awards...
Many people will not show up.
You won't do that for some awards. Like now that there's a jury, right? For the big categories, obviously. You won't do that because those big actors will show.
And the beauty
of the event crowded that way.
The beauty of the event is when these people show up.
Even now it's not crowded.
They don't show up.
This time it wasn't crowded.
It wasn't crowded. It wasn't crowded. And the beauty is when these people show up. So
no, the big actors will show.
If you don't put up that kind of thing that would discourage them from coming, you have empty hall. You know how big a hotel is.
It's huge.
Only quarter.
So darken the back part, they will not show.
Let them not do. I know Nigerians, human beings in general, we like praise, we like being appreciated. Let them not do it, Charles. They should not do it. If not, that's the end.
Let's throw it back to the audience. Right. I think that they should do, when it comes to the People's Choice, People's Choice categories, all right? People's Choice categories, not the jury ones. Do you think who is watching us right now? Do you think that they should be transparent enough to put their poll by the side of the TV so that we can see? Who is it? Yes. Is it yes or no for you? So drop your comments over there, and we're going to check it out. All right, we'll send it to AMVCA if they can even consider. But anyway, thank you so much, Victory.
Oh
my goodness, it was so lovely to have you here and hear your opinions about all these things. And we hope that I learned you. This one is not learning.
No, but I learned. I learned that.
Don't come from Nigeria. We are Nigerians. So.
No, I'm not Nigerian. My father is from Nigeria. Me, my middle name is Modupe. Yes, that's my middle name.
I learned that African countries should go and work harder.
Africa.
Other African countries,
Other African
Nigerian.
including in Nigeria, they should work. Everybody should work.
If you work harder, wahala go
Yeah,
deal.
you will always be on top. Whether we work hard for the next
No, but I
10
think
years,
they should really work hard.
Everybody
I
will
want
work.
to see so
I
much.
We should
really
also learn.
Look, and like South Africans, they're good with the music already. I want to see them better with their movies. They should take away sentiments and create. They should take away
Good
sentiments.
stories. It's not that their
and
language
create-
is wrong.
Yeah,
It's
that
that
language.
language thing.
The fact that you're not understanding the language.
No,
doesn't
most
mean
of
that
their
you're not-
stories are
They don't
always
understand your
centered
mind.
on
They don't
their past
understand it.
experience.
Yes.
They are not yet over it, and I understand.
The
It's
whole
a deep
apartheid and,
one.
yeah.
It's a deep one. But I think they should come out of it. I really pray that they come out of it and they give us great stories that are not centered on their past experience. And it will be it'll be tough contestants in Nigeria.
You know, white people are telling black people in America, take away the slavery and tell us a story.
Oh,
You're like, okay. But yet you guys are the ones that would go naked
For
and
those
slave
whites
slave.
should not tell us anything. Let them just chill.
I'm
Thank
very-
you,
Let them
so,
chill.
thank you so much, Victory. Obviously, my lovely, lovely husband on TV, Charles. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, follow
Please,
her
please do well.
Yes, follow
on
me.
all social media
Thank
platforms.
you.
Victory Wilson is as simple as that.
Yes,
And then you
please.
can catch up everything that she says, does, wears,
Thank
and everything. All right, thank you so much. Please follow up the show on all social media platforms. It's at Freaky Table and also on YouTube. Thank you guys very much, and see you guys soon.
See you.